It's fucking boiling that like. Keeps it.
That's what you want.
Keeps it hot for 6 hours and cool for 12 hours or something. But it takes the piss.
Not that hot.
It wouldn't be that hot. It's been like an hour now, man. Come the fuck down, Junior. Crystal Palace. That's in James. This weekend, Saturday, 3 o'clock. And this is Monday night, so it's a bit early, really, but it's the best day for us to get together and do this. Yeah,
because we've got loads of work and
loads of work, loads of jobs to be doing.
Dead busy
on a daily basis. Lots of alarm clocks that aren't going off. But Palace Saturday. This is Monday night, so big question is: will Almiron and Shelby be fit? We fucking hope so.
I know.
But there's no news on that at the minute. Yeah. That probably won't come out until Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, early doors. Clark and Al, he was another big miss.
Clark was a big miss. The cells, potentially Shaw and Dummin are a bit iffy at the minute for me.
It's going to still be a little bit.
Sean Longstaff was absolutely lifting. So
do bring
Matty in for me. I would have. Shelby may be fit, or probably won't risk him though. They may not risk him.
Yeah, it depends on like the level of injury. Like Brucey just said, like
I think he'll be shitting himself now after what happened to Saint. He'll be like, I didn't want to risk anyone. Any chance I can't risk it.
That's what he said on Friday. He says like if it's a muscle injury, we don't want to risk it and look stupid. Like has already been done with our fucking best player.
Well done, Brucey.
Yeah, learn your lesson, huh? Learn the hard way.
Aye, too late.
Depends on like the level of injury. Like if like they look good in training, like over the next few days, then maybe but.
I go for it. I can edit out.
People using up yet 7, so you'll be out for
7.
Yeah,
that's alright.
That's right. I can get it sorted from up yet.
Yeah, no worries. That'll be alright. About 10 minutes, 20 minutes for me.
Cheers. Alright.
Where were we?
It's at Shelby.
Shelby, aye. I you with that one.
It depends on his level of fitness, really. Like I say, it's early doors. Just got to see what he's like in training this week. See what, like you said, it is a muscle injury, so if he can recover from it, if he's going to put some effort in training, look good and be declared 100% fit, that's the difference. If he's like 80% fit or something, didn't risk him putting that in.
You've got to think it's only 5 days later or something.
Yeah, no.
We're going away to Man United, so it's like, do you risk him at home with Palace? You'd probably need him more Man U, but then again, you could maybe more play defensively at Man United because that's home we need to be. I should say on the ball more, but we're never on the ball. We never have possession, home or away.
Never
so
in
it
possession.
Doesn't fucking matter. Probably stick him on the bench maybe. If he's not 100%, maybe bring him on half an hour ago if we need him. But Matty could come in. I'll be looking forward to seeing Matty play again. Sean was poor. Hayden should be there, hopefully back his best because he wasn't great against Burnley like no one was. Andy Carroll obviously captained the side at Burnley, played 90 minutes. So again, what's his fucking percentage level going to be like for fitness?
It's just this time of year, and Alan, like so many games, it's just like a close cluster. Like we've already got players like dropping like flies because of it. Like there's like a lot of intensity this time of year. Like playing in the cold, about fucking 3 games a week. Like here, there, and everywhere. Away games and all this. Like it's not good. It's like it's a bad schedule.
Yeah.
Like, so
it is, but everyone's got to
have rotation. Yeah, like
that's what you got to do. That's the fucking problem when we're saying Brucey needs shiny new toys at Christmas because when his toys get broken, the other ones aren't fucking. You can't play with them. Atsu, awful. Yeah, Sean wasn't good enough. Yeah. Even though I do rate him, we haven't seen much for a while now.
Rated 50 million just 5 months ago.
Nuts.
5 months ago, 50 million rated again to Man United.
Mental. Julian out wide again. Is that something you think we'll see?
Depends on Carroll's fitness.
Aye, true.
Like if Carroll's not fit, then I assume Julian will begin straight up top unless they want to play around with Gale. But I don't know. Like I don't think Julian was terrible the other day, but. Was he what we expected him to be? Not at all.
He did well for where Gale should have scored. Like out-muscled the opponent on the way, drilled the ball in perfect. At least Gale was in the right position.
He had a wicked volley, I remember that from the edge of the box. That wasn't too far off. Like.
Gale, at least he was in the right position, right time. But was it rust why he didn't finish? I don't care. It's simply not good enough. You've got to be fucking putting the back of the net from there.
So he's got like what 24 goals last season or something.
Do you give him a shout though? Atsu was fucking awful. Hey, that was bad, really, really bad. Offering nothing, not even his pace, couldn't even be asked. The one thing you've got, mate, pace, cause some problems, getting behind. That's what Saint does. Saint hasn't got a massive end product, but he fucking causes problems with his dribbling and pace.
He was better when he had help from like Manquillo. Like when Manquillo came forward and offered assistance, that's when Atsu was best. But being by himself, he just didn't know what to do. Like he just really
Many
struggled.
times he just runs into to brick walls. Like he doesn't cross, doesn't pass, doesn't shoot.
Like when it's the maximum, he's already too far gone. Like he doesn't really need any help. Like he's fucking beyond everyone. Like he pretty much does everything by himself because he fucking has to. Like he doesn't really need that assistance. It was a frustrating game on Saturday, but it just depends who's fit, man. Because like we just talking about Shelby there. It's the same with Almiron. He's got a muscle injury.
Them too. We won't know.
Like is he going to be fit? Like, are we going to keep with Joe Linton on or
I
Atsu?
don't think they'll play.
Which one?
Both of them.
Atsu.
Shelby and
Almiron.
I think they might be on the bench at best. I think you'll be scared to risk them. You'll look at the next 2 games where the better opponents you'll need them against Man United, Everton. Although saying that, Crystal Palace are flying. Roy Hodgson's side unbeaten in 3 or 4 games. They're playing tonight as well. So when this comes out tomorrow on Tuesday, they would have played their motorway derby against Brighton, whatever that derby's called, the fucking bollocks derby. Brighton, they're playing. I think they're at home. So they're on a good run of form. Palace, they obviously kept their hold of Zaha in the summer, which was huge for them.
I remember sitting here last season and what we predicted came true. Saying like, don't dive in against Zaha because he's a diving bastard.
Well, I put him Mystic Magpies. And he over-scored the penalty.
Yeah, obviously last season we didn't have VAR. But like I remember last season we were saying like, don't dive in because even if you don't make contact, you'll go down and you'll dive for it. Thankfully this season we've got VAR, so you'll not get away with it as much. But last season, Yedlin did commit a cynical foul. It was a Stonewall penalty.
And that couldn't miss them.
And Milivojevic does not miss penalties. So it's pretty much the same thing again. Just don't fucking commit. Like Yedlin was the victim. The one that conceded the penalty last season. Just cannot dive in against Zaha. Because like I say, Milivojevic doesn't miss penalties. Give them an opportunity, that's fucking 1-0.
I think Ayew's been playing well as well.
Ayew's
been playing really well. He's been playing like a lone striker. Small lone striker, but the pace on the wings.
Even Townsend, former Newcastle player.
He doesn't normally start either. But now that they've got some good players, but they're not great. I think at home we should be beating them. We got beat last year, but before that we've normally got a pretty good record against them at home. Obviously them playing tonight. I don't think it'll be an easy game, but it's definitely a game we should be looking at winning. Like we just said in the Q&A there, we've got some really tough fixtures coming up. So this is a one where we've got to look to try and get all 3 points. But it's gonna be tricky with all the injuries we've got. Like
I feel like teams like Crystal Palace are always like the kind of team that we look at like we should be getting 3 points, but they are tricky customers. Like you never really get an easy game against them. Like it's always going to be a tight game, like a 1-0 here or there. A draw,
I think it has
maybe.
been 1-0 the last few years. Obviously 2 to us and 1 to them last year.
So that one of them, like it could really go either way. Like I say, they have been doing well this season. So it is one of them. It's going to be a tough, tricky game. I think. Maybe got the home advantage, even though it didn't work for last season.
Haven't been beaten yet.
Exactly,
Since the first game of the season against Arsenal.
Would you take a point?
I wouldn't, no.
Nah.
Not with the fixtures coming up.
That's a good point,
I've seen some people say that, saying take a point. Maybe we had got a point against Burnley.
I think 9 times out of 10 a point would be a good result, but like I say, we just got beat by Burnley and our next 4 games are tricky.
Because
Man U need to get points.
Everton, new manager coming in, Ancelotti, even if Big Dunk's still there, he's fucking mental.
They
know. Who's after that?
Wolves.
Yeah, well, that's further down the line. That actually Wolves in it because that's after the FA Cup game. Got Leicester New Year's Day. That's a no. So we're seeing that the draw against Norwich. The Premier League's a funny old game, but for me, Palace, they're a team in and around us. That's a big 3 points up for grabs to me. But it won't be easy. I think it'll be tight. Had to put a score on it. I reckon it could be 2-1 either way. Now I wouldn't be surprised if we got beat, but I'll be optimistic.
There'll be 1 goal in it either way.
I'll go 2-1.
Yeah.
Would you take a point, like, would you? Yeah.
Well, I was thinking like I would. I'd say like 9 times out of 10, a point would be a good result, but like with things in light with the players that we've got injured and stuff, with the tricky games coming up, the disappointing loss to Burnley. Like we're gonna need to start picking them up because what were we saying? Like after like the Wolves game, we're predicting maybe he's only having 7 points at best.
Hopefully we get a good reaction after that really disappointing game at Burnley because that's what happened when we were really disappointing at Villa.
Especially at home as well.
We went and drew against City, didn't we? And then obviously won Sheffield United. So hopefully there's a bit of a reaction there from the lads. They've got all week, Obviously, like I say, we don't know what team's going to be put out, but whatever team we do put out at home should be capable of beating Crystal Palace. I think they might have a couple of players out, or a doubt tonight is like Jeffrey Schlupp and 1 or 2 more. So Let's hope Zaha gets injured in the derby night. Dunk, wait him out, big donkey. Someone just wait him out, do a favour. Because he's obviously the danger man, he's the big threat. But yeah, I'll be optimistic to go 2-1 Newcastle.
I don't know. I reckon it'll be tight. One goal in either way or a draw. I'd like to think like a 2-1, like you say, or a 1-0 to Newcastle, but fuck knows. Like hopefully we do get a reaction and we do go out fighting and try and scrape a 1-goal win.
But and an amount. Pop your comments below your predicted score. Subscribe to my channel TV. Enjoy yourself.